Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for our weekly angel reading for November 16th through the 22nd, 2015. So let's just take a moment to find our center in the alignment of our truth, which lies within our heart consciousness, deep in the soul. And through that soul alignment, we find our oneness with Source itself. And they're just asking for you to just let go of this versus that. It's kind of the comparisons. And they're just showing me a heart. They really want you to weigh the information, as they show me a book, weigh the information through the heart. Not against it, but through your heart. Because they really want you to get away from this versus that. Okay? And they're indicating that you're feeling like you're moving backwards and then sometimes forward. And they're saying that if you are aware of this, then what that means for you is that you have a choice to make. And your heart has all the information, as they show me the heart and then the book again. So they're really indicating, this is like in terms of driving a car, that you need to use your GPS in your heart and to follow and stick to the path that where you feel forward momentum, which they are saying that you would translate into words like progress. And they're indicating to me right now that they really want you to not focus so much on success, but rather progress. Because progress feels like it has less pressure to it. And it also indicates that you are being aware of your alignment in each moment of the process. So they really want you to pay attention to your progress as you go through the circumstances that have you going back and forth. And that this back and forth is really asking you to listen to your heart. They're showing me butterfly wings, like the fairies. And so they're indicating that there's a lot of changes, obviously, that you're going through a significant period of change that will bring rewards, as they're showing me my symbol for a bow. Rewards of love, as they show me a heart. And they wrote truly. This is, true love, a true purpose. They need you to trust, though. Okay? So they need you to trust the changes. And what they want you to do is try not to focus on the changes, because you are attracting the changes based on the focus of your alignment. The changes is just the information, it's the feedback. But if you try to put your attention there as the source, to act as sort of like a fake source, then what you're going to perceive in change is lack. And this is really profound. And I hope you are hearing this as I'm feeling this, as I'm watching the words and symbols that they're giving to me. This is a very profound understanding they're indicating for your heart, of alignment and abundance. So you can't watch the changes, because the changes weren't meant for you to focus upon. They were only meant for you um, to perceive as progress through the attraction of what your true heart's desire is. You must always, they're indicating very clearly, stay focused on your alignment. You must set an intention of how you want to feel about what it is that you are trying to achieve. So if you have a dream or a goal, how would you know how to pay attention to your alignment if you haven't decided how you want to feel in the outcome and through the process? But definitely the outcome, because when you finally achieve this, you want to not be so much focused on the material manifestation of it, and they're saying a strong yes here, but you want to be focused on the sustainable joy or feeling of alignment that you've chosen, so that you can always, because that is attracting to you your purpose. So behind every purpose is a clear intention, a vibrational offering, a feeling that is guiding you and kind of propelling you toward this desired truth from the alignment of your source. And so if you are focused there, then you will understand and you will always see your progress. But if you focus on the changes that are occurring, attracting because of your focus, because of the source within you, then you won't understand it and you will become stressed and frustrated, because that is not your peace. Change is literally the universe showing you movement, action upon what you have prayed for. It's a blessing that you cannot understand, because the human mind cannot, from this perception, wrap your head around change. It's your first reaction is to be uncomfortable, not to feel blessed and fearful, then seeing the success. So you're not able to really perceive success. So pay attention to the progress. Pay attention to your alignment. And pay attention to how your alignment is fed with rewards of additional feelings that you could not have even expected. So let go of your expectations, because they really do lead to disappointment. They're better reserved for when you have a confirmation, okay? Because you want to stay flexible. Expectations sometimes causes people to become rigid, and you begin to have a narrow focus, and you don't broaden your scope, and blessings are usually in that broader perspective. You need a larger lens to really perceive blessings, because we're so negatively focused most of the time about life. We have an underlying belief that something can always go wrong, or that it may not work out. So let go of that for yourself, and see how this really helps you to keep aligning over and over again and staying in that place. All right, let's take a look at the card for this week. All right, and the message in this card is life review. And this is the Archangel Jeremiel. And the card says, take inventory of your life and resolve to change and heal anything that is unbalanced. So this week is really going to be about you paying attention to your alignment. This is the best life review you can do, because this is really your truth. And when this is about your truth. And so, things can happen, sure. And those are like, as my aunt was saying to me in this week, those are like, the facts. They're for the moment, but the moments pass. And every moment that continues offers you new opportunities, possibilities, based on how you are perceiving your choices. And so, but the truth never changes. This is your source intention. And so your alignment will always lead you to your truth regardless of how the facts for now appear. So stay with your truth and be open to that truth. And as you feel yourself, um, because they're showing me right now that you are launching new beginnings of great proportions in which you have no idea what you are calling towards yourself, people and experiences. You have no idea, as they write the word after, indicating the aftermath of what your truth, your alignment, and maintaining that alignment, what it's bringing to you, the new resources, information. It's going to they're showing me like a book that usually is my symbol for information, and then it became like a mask, and then they took it off. And so you're going to change personalities, rather, meaning your authentic self is going to come forward, and you're going to let go of that mask and all of that all the information that went along with that mask that was hiding your truth. That mask and its information is going to fall away, and who you're going to become. And so these changes, you have no idea, is what they're saying. And so they need you right now to be very balanced and pay attention to your alignment. When you're out of alignment, find it again. So that's why set your intention for your outcome, and then do whatever makes you feel better about that alignment. And also, take it a step at a time. Don't overwhelm yourselves. Don't try to do too much. Don't try to share with people who you feel have always had high expectations of you, because what that's gonna do is make you compete with yourself to try to prove yourself to them. And you're in the beginning stages right now, and the pendulum vibration is going to be oscillating as you are trying to figure out who you are, and as you are trying to adjust to the changes that these blessings are presenting you with. So really stay very connected with your creativity. Be very aware that this is a very vulnerable time for you, as well as being, some of the best moments of your life. But they want you to know that you're safe as they're writing this out, and you have nothing to be concerned. You will meet your goal. They're showing me a field goal. And you will meet your goal. The angels are supporting you, and you're on target. You just have to be careful about how your mind challenges you when you're having these new experiences. So this is why they need you to be extra attentive. Okay, so let's take a look at the card for the beginning of the week. All right. And speaking of new beginnings, we have the Ace of Autumn. And so this card is indicating new opportunities that may have some financial rewards to them for you. It could be, and you need to be open to any ideas or any kind of offers that may be presented to you or proposed to you. It may also be a good time for you to propose a new idea or something that you're wanting to do. And so even if it's something that you're doing on paper, and if just in case you're one of those people who haven't gotten started or followed through on the guidance that you've been receiving, it's okay. This is gonna indicating that you'll have the resources that you need, and that as you begin, that the abundance will flow. And I'm just really just drawn to this light, candle light. So it's just really indicating, and it's yellow, like the sun. So that your joy is bringing to you new opportunities of abundance. And you all the books that are around her, and I get a sense that you've been kind of researching, and you've looking into what you want to do and making plans, and but this is going to be successful, but you do need to take those initial steps. So the card says a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. So you may be thinking about some changes in your career. And, right now you've been inspired. So I love that they have the fire element here in this earth suit, although these cards are reflecting more on the seasons, but they're the different layers that we have here from the tarot. And so this inspired idea is going to lead to financial success, and it's encouraging you to do that. And even if you're thinking about a change that's been inspired in your career, okay, go for it. If you're worried about money and not having enough money, or that you may be taking a risk financially as the candle just goes off, that's not going to happen, okay, is what they're saying. All right, let me just tune in and see if there are any additional messages from this card. And I feel like I'm in some large hall, very ancient, and just having a lot of people around. So I don't know if there's something you're doing with a company, or the sense I get is that you're going to have the floor. Okay, you're going to have an opportunity within your work to have the floor, to have the eyes of some major players. And so don't be afraid, okay? All eyes are going to be on you, meaning that you will have their attention. And I get a sense that they're going to find what you have to say pleasing, the offer that you may propose. So this is a good time to go through with anything similar to this, okay? All right, let's take a look at the next card for the middle of the week. And I was also seeing that another image later of a line of people. So it looks like they're going to follow you as well. So don't worry about that. Now, it's interesting. This card comes because this card also is usually about having, working on something like an apprentice, and, studying something. And we were seeing the books in this other card as well. So this is, again, pay attention in all of this to your heart. Always keep checking in to make sure that you feel you're making the decisions that are in alignment with your truth and with your heart. So, follow any intuition that you get. If you feel guided, if you feel like you need more information, this card confirms that you can do that. It's okay for you to get more information, to take more a deeper look at a situation, evaluate it, maybe speaking it over with someone that you trust, like a mentor. And also it's indicating that you're in a good place, and that you've learned a lot, and you just may want to just take this opportunity to brush up on something. Okay, so this card says do more research before proceeding. Education in the form of seminars, going back to school, or apprenticeships, excellent craftsmanship, and long-term projects. Okay, so it's really also saying that what you've done is also you've prepared yourself pretty well for something much bigger and greater. And so this is the suits are kind of in three triads, and this is the third triad, 7, 8, 9, which means you're closer to where you need to be. So I get a sense that at this point, although you're starting something new, but that you have quite a lot of skills and you're closer than you think. So don't underestimate yourself at this point in your process. Let me just tune into this card and see if I get any additional information. Yeah, now the feeling I get is that sometimes some of us may um, kind of cheat ourselves, and especially I was seeing like almost a woman in, and I know this is gonna be funny, but like dressed in Fred Flintstone time, and the sense I got was is that sometimes you can kind of think of yourself as, you know, being working or having being a woman, or it could also be for men as well, because sometimes some men we have our own insecurities, but it's kind of looking at that you may be presenting some kind of insecurity based on what you think, how things go for you based on your own background, and that you allow that your background to become. Now they wrote the word artifact, so it's kind of like you allow your background to become this reason that you project that you won't succeed, and you need to focus on your truth. Okay, yes, it may be a fact that you are whatever that is that you are, and your whatever you're looking at in your background, but where you need to focus is on the truth of your alignment, the unlimitedness of your being as source consciousness. And this is really where the fairies are really wanting you to listen to your heart, because your heart has a whole different story that it tells, and it wants you to tell that story. So they're indicating that they want you to spend some time looking into your story of truth. Connect in with your soul in meditation and hear your true story, not the one that you see outwardly, but the one that's real inside. And there, once you allow yourself to hear that story, you'll be able to hear the extension of that story, the one that has not been written in physical form, but resounds loudly and clear in vibration, manifestation. So be connecting with your source and hear your true story, so that you will have the strength to reach that goal of completion, as 9 is the next card. Okay, but 8, you're in a stable place, and this is a time of abundance, but you need to, the feeling I'm getting is that you need to dig deeper and deeper into the earth of your being, your soul, and discover your truth, so that your skills and your dreams do not suffer the consequence of this ill perception. Okay, all right. Let's turn over the card for the end of the week, and it's the 10 of Winter. And I love this card because what it indicates is that this suit is usually about the mind, so the air, intellect, communication. And what it's saying here is that two things are going to happen. You're going to have by the end of the weekend, you're going to have clarity. The facade is going to start to fall off. You're going to let go of some things that were holding you back, possible addictions and things like this. All of that stuff is mental anyway, more than it is physical. But the reason you're attracted to doing it, so that will clear up, as well as the aspect of you discovering the clarity you need and about following through on your inspired purpose, that those blocks, some significant ones, will kind of get out of your way and clear up for you so that you can look more hopefully towards all the new possibilities, because after winter comes spring, right? And so where you can kind of feel yourself getting back on track. So somehow by the end of the week, you're going to get back on track and find that alignment, and where you were focused um, on before, you were focused on all the changes and maybe it threw you off, and now you're finding that you're focused on your alignment, and they're showing me that it's just going to be lots of rewards are going to come to you at the end of the week. So let me just tune in and see if there are any additional messages here. So they're showing me that, you know, you have kind of, you tend to put yourself or put others or put your expectations, it's like being on a pedestal, and they show me that you let that go and you become more empowered, and so a sense of empowerment is going to come to you at the end of the weekend, and at the end of the week, as well as uh, more the clear information. So there's a great sense of clarity, and you're going to have you're going to be better informed about your situation. And this recent little struggles that you went through, all this is a huge growing experience, is what they're writing here for you by the end of the week. All right, let's take a look at the card I already pulled from underneath it. Okay, and this is a great card to have, and it's the Lover's card. So for me, the card says, true love that is long lasting, choices made from the heart, a return to good health. So I really feel like that in this week that you're going to, as the second sentence says, going to make clear choices from your heart. And so this whole week is about clarifying what it is that you truly love. And that I get the sense that whether it could be a soulmate or your purpose or what changes that you want to make, that everything that's happening underneath you this week is because it's going to help you to find that clarity and help you to discover what you truly love. And that sense of alignment is going to come through very clearly for you in this week. So just know that there's a lot of support there for you in this week. And anything that you've been concerned about or worried about will clear up, and you will get the right guidance from your heart. So if you've been this back and forth, okay, follow your heart is the underlying guidance for this week. All right, let me just tune in and see if there are any additional messages. Okay, so they're just showing me that sometimes, like, the water can get kind of high, like, right up to your neck, and you may feel like you're drowning. Okay, but what they want you to focus on, and they were showing me, was there's a door behind you, a door. There's always a way out, and what you need to do, instead of focusing on your fear, focus on a solution. Okay, so, and I know that's difficult when you're afraid to take your mind off of it, but you have to look at all the possibilities around you. Okay, and you'll be able to do that if you let go of your expectations. You're not so fixated on something, and you just trust your heart. Trust where it's telling you to go. All right, that's going to be very important in this week. So I send you all lots of love and angel blessings, and thank you for all your comments. I've read them, and for joining us for the Daily Card Messages on Facebook. And if you haven't done so yet, you can go to the description link below for the Angel School page on Facebook, as well as you can, if you're looking for an angel reading, you can look in the description link below where you will find the angelschool.com on the services page where you can sign up for the reading of your choice. So, God bless you all in this week, and be good to yourselves and care and focus mostly and mainly on your alignment and keeping yourself balanced in this week. And remember to trust your heart and go where it leads you. Until next week, God bless you all.